Thank you, Casey, for your thoughtful comments on behalf of all engineering graduates. Turning to our award and recognition part of the program, we begin with the Claud R. Erickson Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is given annually to a graduate of the College of Engineering who's attained the highest level of professional accomplishment, provided distinguished and meritorious service to the college and the engineering profession, and engaged in many voluntary service at the local, state, national, and international levels. The award is named for Claud Erickson, who received 4 engineering degrees from MSU, beginning with a Bachelor of Science in 1922. He also studied law and was qualified to practice before the United States Supreme Court. Continuing in the same spirit for which Claud lived his life, we gather here today to honor another distinguished alumna and add her to the list of those the college holds forth as examples for our graduates. I'm pleased to introduce Donnie Hay, representing the Engineering Alumni Board, who will introduce this year's recipient. Donnie.
Welcome, everyone. As chair of the College of Engineering Alumni Board, it is my honor to congratulate each of you graduates and welcome you into our alumni family. We are so proud of you and all your accomplishments, and we look forward to keeping that connection with you, with the college, and with the university. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the recipient of the 2019 Claud R. Erickson Distinguished Alumni Award, Ms. Penny Wirsing. Penny is an environmental manager at Terrence Refining Company and the 2019 president of the Society of Women Engineers. She earned a BS in civil engineering here at Michigan State and an MBA from the University of Washington. In her current position, she is responsible for ensuring Torrance Refining's compliance with all the local, state, and federal regulations. She has worked in similar roles at the Mobil Corporation and ExxonMobil. And she's established herself with a fine reputation amongst the regulatory community. Early in her career, she was one of 5 women to establish a networking organization formed to promote the personal and professional growth of women at Mobil Corporation. She currently serves as president of the Society of Women Engineers, which is a 40,000-member professional organization dedicated to helping women achieve their full potential as in their careers as engineers and leaders. She has been an engaged member of SWE since she was a student here at Michigan State and has held numerous leadership roles at various levels throughout the country. She's very active in her Southern California community as well, having served as chair of the board of directors for the Pediatric Therapy Network, which is a nonprofit organization that serves children with special needs, and membership in the Seroptimist International, a volunteer organization of business and professional women, working to improve the lives of women and girls throughout the world. In her downtime, Penny enjoys spending time with her husband, Rick, who's an environmental attorney, and her daughter, Carrie, who has been instrumental sources of support and inspiration throughout her journey. Congratulations, Penny.
I recently returned from India, where I had a chance to visit the Taj Mahal. It is such an incredibly beautiful structure. The impressive white marble is carved out of huge blocks with such intricacy. The precious gems have been hand-shaped to fit perfectly and held in place with an adhesive that is still strong centuries later. Not only is it beautiful, it's also truly an engineering marvel. For example, the minarets were designed to tilt outward ever so slightly. So if they were to fall, they wouldn't damage the marble tomb. Constructed almost 400 years ago, it's hard to imagine the boundaries in creativity and ingenuity that must have been broken at that time. We've seen a very different type of boundary broken recently with the first picture of a black hole. Imagine the excitement of Katie Bowman and her team when they realized their algorithms to process massive amounts of data had succeeded, and to know they helped uncover a part of the universe that was off limits to us thus far, exceeding all previous notions of boundaries. My theme as president of the Society of Women Engineers this year is Let's Break Boundaries. And I've certainly broken a number of boundaries in my career, though none as impactful as photographing a black hole. But we all have the opportunity to break boundaries in our own way. Engineering, as you know, provides us with an opportunity to solve problems, to do so many incredible things, and to make the world a better place. You, as graduating engineers, will work together to expand our worldview and perhaps even our extraterrestrial prospects. But today, only 13% of engineers are women. And if these statistics hold true, only 30% of the women graduating here today will still be working in engineering in 20 years. Just think, all of that work to earn a degree, and all of that potential to solve problems, to change the world, lost. We know the organizational climate is one of the reasons cited by women for leaving the engineering profession. But it's important to note that the organizational climate can negatively affect both men and women. It can affect us all, and we can all benefit from changing that climate. A diverse workforce benefits everyone. Decisions from diverse teams have been proven to be more creative. Companies with diverse employees and leaders have been proven to be more profitable. And yet we still experience a lack of diversity in many areas. What can you, as new graduates, do to affect workplace culture? First, you can recognize bias. More often than not, the bias that occurs is unconscious rather than intentional. So make it a point to be aware of biases within yourself and within others. And then make choices. You can choose to work for a company that truly supports diversity. You can also stand up to biases when you see them, whether overt or covert, to help ensure that all opinions are valued. And of course, as you become managers and leaders, you can be aware of possible unconscious bias in hiring, work assignments, performance evaluations, to ensure there is truly diverse representation around the table and at all levels of the organization. The Society of Women Engineers' vision is a world with gender parity and equality in engineering and technology. And you all have the opportunity to make that a reality. You, as the next generation of engineers, have the opportunity to break boundaries locally, globally, and far, far beyond. You have the opportunity to impact not just the technical aspects of engineering, but the workplace culture as well. You have the opportunity to leave an impact on the world as we know it and beyond with your ingenuity and creativity. Go forth and conquer, class of 2019. Let's break boundaries. Thank you.